Today we are discussing proton-neutron theory of nuclear structure। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि न्यूट्रॉन और प्रोटॉन किसी न्यूक्लियस के कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट पार्टिकल्स होते हैं और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स न्यूक्लियस के चारों ओर चक्कर लगाते रहते हैं। लेकिन इस हाइपोथेसिस से पहले एक और हाइपोथेसिस थी जिसके अनुसार प्रोटॉन एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट particle of a nucleus, but this hypothesis does not in agreement with some experimental and theoretical evidences, so that was discarded. Now the accepted hypothesis is proton-neutron hypothesis of nuclear structure. In this we will discuss some evidences which support this hypothesis. As we all know that the charge of neutron is 0 and this is neutral particle and its mass is 1 AMU, which is nearly equal to the mass of proton. And the magnetic moment of proton and neutron is 2.793 mu n, and that of for neutron is 1.913 nuclear magneton. Now according to this hypothesis, a nucleus of mass number A and atomic number Z is made up of Z proton and A minus Z neutron, which means if we consider the nitrogen nucleus for which Z is 7 and mass number A is 14, so the number of neutrons will be 14 minus 7, which is 7. And similarly in the case of uranium, the mass number is 238 and atomic number is 92, so the number of protons are 92 and neutrons are 146. Similarly this is valid for all elements. So we discuss some basic evidences which support this hypothesis one by one. First of all, agreement with the experimental value of nuclear magnetic moment. In our previous classes we discussed that if an element having even mass number, then it will have 0 or integral multiple of h cross of its total angular momentum, which means if mass number A is even, as in the case of nitrogen, then its total angular momentum must be equal to 0 or integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. Theoretically, if we calculate this, then we find that the total angular momentum of nitrogen is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, and also from experiments we get the total angular momentum of nitrogen is h upon 2 pi, which means theoretically and experimentally obtained results are in agreement. Second one is presence of neutron in nucleus according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, The order of uncertainty in the position of the neutron in nucleus uh, may be maximum delta x. Here delta x is the diameter of the nucleus, which means the neutron inside the nucleus can be existed in delta x distance, and this is the diameter. Delta x is 10 to the power minus 14 meter, and momentum is delta p is h cross upon delta x, which is of the order of 10 to the power minus 20 joule second upon meter. If we calculate the energy of the neutron from the relativistic formula, then we get that finally we get that E barabar mc square, which means if the kinetic energy of the neutrons, which is E minus mc square, is very small, and this is in agreement with the experimental result. Agreement with the third one is agreement with the magnetic moment of the nucleus. We know that the magnetic moment of proton and neutron is of the order of 5 into 10 to the power minus 27 joule per t. Since if we assume that the nucleus is made up of proton and neutron, then the magnetic moment of the nucleus must be of the order of that of neutron, which means mu n. So this is also in agreement. So next one is the size and mass of neutron is nearly same and same as that of proton. So the possibility of neutron is very much in the nucleus with the proton. We know that the mass of the neutron is 1.67 10 to the power minus 27 kg, and the size is also nearly same. So it may be possible that the neutron and proton are in the nucleus. Next one is Compton wavelength of neutron is 1.3 Fermi. If we calculate the Compton wavelength of neutron from the formula lambda is equals to h upon mc, then by putting the value of h, which is Planck constant 6.6 10 to the power minus 34, and the value of mass of electron and the value of c, which is velocity of light, we get that the Compton wavelength of neutron is 1.3 Fermi, which is comparable to the minimum radius of the nucleus, which is equal to 1.3 or 1.5 Fermi. So it is possible that the neutron may exist in the nucleus. If we calculate, if we discuss the beta minus decay of neutron, then the equation is, then the neutron is decayed in proton, neutron and antineutrino particle. In this reaction the charge is conserved. So it is also in agreement that the neutron may exist inside the nucleus. If we consider beta plus decay, then in this case the proton is decayed in neutron and positron and neutrino particle. Here is also the charge is conserved. So this reaction is possible, and it also suggests that the beta plus decay also suggests that the neutron may exist in the nucleus. And last one is that if alpha particle may be assumed to be made up of 2 proton and 2 neutron, so the group of 2 protons and 2 neutrons may be emitted from the nucleus, as a group particle, like alpha particle, which have 2 proton and 2 neutron. Then so we have discussed that these points, these all points are in agreement with the hypothesis of proton neutron theory of nuclear structure. Thank you.